Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. While the APC seem to be excited over the internal crisis rocking the PDP and the LP, apparently they have their own serious internal crisis that which will definitely decide if the re-election bid of Bola Tinubu will survive before 2026 will elapse, or if eventually it will collapse totally, giving room for the opposition to take the day. Let's quickly find out what is going on internally, as there seem to be pushbacks and apparently is beginning to blow over state by state. As it begins, internal tensions are growing within the Nigerian ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) as founding members resisting defectors being courted by the national leaders ahead of the 2027 general elections. Now, the conflict centers on control of party structures. Long-time loyalists fear being sidelined by new entrants who come with incumbency power and presidential backing. The struggle spans key states like Kano State, Plateau State, Delta State, Enugu State, and even Osun, and this threatens Bola Tinubu's 2027 re-election strategy and bid. Now, for Delta State, loyalists of former Deputy Senate President Omoigege accused the party of neglect since Governor Sharif, an ex-PDP member, defected to the APC, ex-PDP governor. Fear of displacement by defectors dominates internal discussions. For Kano State, moves to bring back Rabiu Musa Kwangwaso, the NNPP leader, have unsettled the Ganduje camp. Kwangwaso's demand are full inclusion of his Kwangwasiya movement in APC structures, which is not sitting well with Ganduje. Now, Ganduje strongly opposed this, fearing loss of influence and even ticket of their re-elections. Now, meeting led by Ganduje and Senator Barrow Jubri reaffirmed loyalty to Tinubu but exposed internal anxiety about potential measures. Now, for the third state is actually Enugu State. Overtures to Governor Peter Mba, a former PDP governor, caused friction with former minister Geoffrey Naji, who later resigned amid controversy. Remember the issue of his certificate and all that. Now, it is seen as a case where party loyalty was undermined by presidential outreach. For Osun State, speculations of Governor Ademola Adeleke's defection to APC drew resistance from Adegboyega's Oyetola's camp. Now, Adegboyega Oyetola is the opposition in APC in Osun State, and he knows most definitely that if Governor Ademola defects, he's definitely going to take all the structures, and that is not sitting well with him. Oyetola's loyalists, who control the state structure, reject Adeleke's entry, seeing it as a threat to internal balance. For Plateau State, Governor Caleb, PDP, reportedly courted by APC strategists, sparking fierce pushback from Professor Netawa Yawata factions. Now, a motion to bar Mutfua's defection was adopted at a state meeting, angering pro-Tinubu group who accused Yawata of self-interest and political short-sightedness. Now, the crisis reflects a larger ideological rift. All of this crisis is reflecting a larger ideological rift, which is the old guard, which is loyalty and reward for suffering, and the pro-Tinubu bloc, which is the pragmatism and inclusiveness for 2027 victory. There are now two blocks in APC, and the two of them are like saying this one is insisting really that you should reward loyalty. The other one say, look, forget about loyalty for the now. All we are looking for is inclusivity. Let's just get our victory come 2027. Now, the power struggle. Now, between APC founding members and defectors with presidential backing, who takes the day? Where is the line drawn? Who takes the power? It's a case of I defect with my incumbency, I win all. And the fear of political displacement is driving internal oppositions. Those who are already in there are beginning to look at themselves as once with all of working for the goal and the beauty and the steadfastness of the party APC. And one new entrant comes in because of power of incumbency with his group of members and supporters. They will displace all of our hard work, and the presidency is giving it such a good and strong backing, not loyalty, long steadfastness with at least some sort of ticket. All of that is definitely bringing anxiety within APC. And the Tinubu's renewed hope strategy seeks broad-based alliances, but local resistance threatens this plan. Now the party unity is seen as very fragile, with risk of fragmentation even before the 2027 election. Now, the conflict mirrors broader tensions in Nigerian politics, balancing loyalty, pragmatism, and electoral strategy. How this will work, we'll find out how Tinubu will play this game, because already internally things are going on. And APC is facing a defining internal test, I can tell you for free, whether it can reconcile loyalty-driven resistance with Tinubu's inclusion agenda. Now, with just barely 2 years to the 2027 election, the party's greatest challenge may not really be the external opposition per se, as they are busy fighting PDP, fighting LP, fighting ADC, but they're not looking internally, because the truth of the matter is managing its own internal rivalries over control and identity will definitely take its toll. At some point, the ones who have worked for too long to keep the structure, they've been on the line to keep the structure, they've been on the line waiting in their queue. Just like Bola Tinubu said in 2023, said, Emilokon, I have waited patiently, making president as a kingmaker, making kings as a kingmaker, making president as a president maker. You now get to my turn, you're telling me, no, it is son of Emilokon, yes. And now the same structure or the same theme is being used by the old boys, the old loyal APC members who believe that they have put their sweat and blood in the party, and Emilio controlled the same strategy, the same words you use when they are about to pass you by is the same words we will use, because we will not allow new entrants who did not know how we struggle to keep the party, whether hook or crook, but we kept the party one way or the other going, and we shouldn't be sidelined simply because they have power of incumbency. It shouldn't be sidelined simply because, they have the presidential backing. Where lies the reward for loyalty? Where lies the reward for steadfastness? Where lies the reward for being a party man? These guys come in and they will now relegate us to the back. They take all the structure. Then what was their sense of remaining while others had defected? What was their sense of telling us, don't worry, there will be reward for everything you do? Now it's time for our reward. Now that APC is everywhere, you're not telling new entrants to take over as against our long staying time. That's going to wrap it up. What's your take? Do you think that no sooner than later